Om Jananim Sharadam Devim Ramakrishnam Jagadgurum Padapadme Tayo Shritva Pranamami Muhurmuhu. Master, the aspirant while practicing spiritual discipline looks upon the world as a framework of illusion. Again, after the attainment of knowledge, the vision of God, this very world becomes to him a mansion of mirth, joy and bliss. First, neti, neti, because everything looks like terrible. I want to go beyond because this innermost is always seeking these three things. I want happiness, I want peace, I want freedom. It is not there outside and is running where it is not there. Thinking that he will get anything he thinks he catches as going to give enjoyment or peace is going to bind him. First thing is binding. And then constant suffering. And work to maintain these things. Never ending. So this whole then says, what am I holding? What for? Where is the real happiness? Where is the real peace? Where is the real joy? So then he sees somehow I have to escape from all this. Somehow I have to transcend all this. Somehow I have to go beyond that struggle from within. Because his nature is that. He is Satchidananda Swarupa, identifying in waking state alone with this physical body, he suffers. So now he is, when he climbs up, he will do neti, neti, not this, not this. This is not God, this is not God. And then finally, when enlightenment comes, oh, this is God, this is God. After seeing him, he comes down and sees that God alone is real, God alone is true. Again, attainment of God, after attainment of God, the vision of God, this very world becomes a mansion of mirth, that is ecstatic love, ecstatic joy, ecstatic peace. It is written in the books of the Vaishnavas, God can be attained through faith alone. Reasoning pushes him far away. Faith alone. What faith Krishna Kishore had. At Vrindavan, a low caste man drew water for him from a well. Krishna Kishore asked him to repeat the name of Shiva. After the man had repeated the name of Shiva, Krishna Kishore unhesitatingly drank the water. He used to say, if a man chants the name of God, does he need to spend money anymore for the attainment of his sins? How foolish! He was amazed to see the people worshipping God with the sacred tulsi leaf in order to get rid of their illness. At the bathing ghat, here he said to us, please bless me that I may pass my days repeating the Rama's holy name. Whenever I went to his house, he would dance with joy at the sight of me. Rama said to Lakshmana, brother, whenever you find people singing and dancing in the ecstasy of divine love, know for certain that I am there. Chaitanya is an example of such ecstatic love. He laughed and wept and danced and sang in ecstasy. He was an incarnation of God. God incarnated himself through Chaitanya. A long paragraph regarding faith. Krishna Kishore, a householder disciple. Tremendous faith in God and God's name. Holding on to that God, the God's name or the mantra belongs to the realm transcendental. It appears as words. It is consciousness. It is conscious power. It is Chit-Shakti. It is Chaitanya. It is projecting into the world in the form of words and holding on to the words slowly with faith and love. It start releasing its power of taking the jiva to the realm beyond. So in the realm beyond, he opens up again in a new way. So mantra is that which belongs to that. Name of God is what belongs to the transcendental, the real aspect of God, and then presents itself through the nature in the form of mantra or name of God. It is God in the form of his name. When we see the consciousness raising from Muladhara to Swadhisthana, Swadhisthana to Manipura, a phase in a maximum expansion of jiva has taken place. That is what we can think of. I can sing the name of glories of God, and start forgetting the world. But transcending the world won't be there. I am forgetting all things in love of God. A little light of intellect I find. Then somehow the struggle expands, and the day you enter into anahata, you have transcended the physical world. No more bodily identity with the body. He feels himself like a thing separately existing from the bodily existence, as if he is dwelling in body, independent of body, like sitting in a car. You are not even a part of car. You are just a master sitting inside the car. Like that he is dwelling in the body. The bodily identity totally dissolves. Now, as he evolves to higher levels of consciousness, you will see that anahata vishuddha at the throat. The moment you cross the Vishuddha chakra and enter the Ajna, you have entered pure Shakti, where the whole universe and all beings, including one's own bodily existence, has left. He has entered into a realm of spirit. Just like when we enter into sleep, totally the disconnection of the world and bodily existence. Like that, here, my jiva's existence in any aspect is dissolved. Only I have entered into the realm of pure spirit. Ajna Chakra, that's why Ajna Chakra, many people ask people to meditate in Ajna Chakra. Ajna Chakra, the moment you say Ajna Chakra, there is no more world, no more jivas. It is true, he has entered a realm where jivatva and prakriti are not there. Or till throat, when from Hridaya, the anahata coming to Vishuddha, most part of the human existence is dissolved. bodily existence is dissolved. He is entering into spiritual world. The moment he crosses the throat, moves towards the Ajna, he is purely in divine existence. There is no trace of this world anymore. And there we see how what is mantra. The mantra has already become pure power without words. Though it does not. The mantra you are uttering, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Ramakrishna, or any such thing you are uttering with mouth, now it has already become pure energy, Chit Shakti. And still higher is ocean of consciousness, Satchidananda Sagara. So here the mantra is going to take you to that level of consciousness of infinity, eternity, unchanging eternal reality. Ramakrishna, now Ramakrishna is telling about how the name of God makes us, our vision, penetrate into matter and see the divine. Penetrates into all things what we see is matter, including words, my feelings, everything is matter. Because mind is there, mind is matter. Whatever mind can produce is matter. Maybe subtle matter, not gross matter, but it is matter after all. So the name of God makes him transcend this world of visible and perceptible senses. How foolish! He was amazed to see people worshipping God with sacred tulsi leaf in order to get rid of their diseases. How that Krishna Kishore, Sri Ramakrishna is telling these things. At bathing ghat, here he said to us, please bless me that I may pass my days repeating the Rama's holy name. Whenever I went to his house, he would dance with joy and sight of me. How those days were there. Everywhere, all those who are associated are unaware of the external world. They are seeing the inner world projected out, and they are seeing a world of divine love everywhere. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's ecstasy and his being incarnation, Sri Ramakrishna said. Sri Ramakrishna sang a song describing divine love of Chaitanya. Then Balram's father Manimalak Benpali and several others devotees took leave of the master. In the evening, devotees from Kansari Tola, Calcutta arrived. The master danced and sang with them in a state of divine fervor. After dancing, he went into a spiritual mood and said, I shall go part of the way myself. I shall go part of the way myself. Kishori came forward to massage his feet, but master did not allow anyone to touch him. Ishan arrived. Master was seated in a spiritual mood. After a while, he became engaged in talk with Ishan. See, when the master or any great soul is in the ecstatic state, usually others do not touch them because they find it often very difficult to bear that touch. The whole system, whatever we are associated with constantly, that projects and it retains that samskara. Suppose this is matter. I am sitting in a room now. I sit and start singing the names and glories of God. Within 2-3 days, you will see that whole area is filled with that vibration. How intensely you can do, how perfectly you can do, how with great devotion offering your heart you can do. Now heartily if you are doing the God's name, feeling His living presence, then after some time a person comes and sits there, he gets the same mood and same way of feeling, expression, talk, all these things you'll find is automatically happening within. The area gives. Sri Ramakrishna used to say, if a bad person comes and sits on the soil 7 cubits depth, there will be that vibration left over. So anybody coming and sitting and going, what is his nature? What does he think? How does he think? How does he view the world? Is most important. He sits and takes the names of and glories of God, he sings and goes. Hours later, if you come also, the same trend is continuing. The matter also catches the vibrations. You see, I was in Belur Math during my training center period. I used to go to Surji Maharaj, one of the then vice presidents, and I used to go there to bow down every day. One day a person brought a japamala and gave to Maharaj to sanctify it and give. And we see Maharaj took it, sprinkled Ganges water on himself, on the devotee, and then started doing the japa. A few lines after repeating, he is uttering something within himself and rolling the beads. A few times he did. Again he will go for a few beads, again start beginning. There are 108 beads. He goes 5 or 6, again starts. 5 or 6, again starts. Then finally he said, this must have been used by someone. Some other mantra is coming out of it. We were shocked. If the name of God a person utters and rolls the bead, if that bead can accrue the name of God, then what happens to man's inner heart? The Japamala itself is capable of giving the mantra out. The heart of the devotee, will not God permanently and really live in his heart? Yes, he does. So, how the matter gets associated with spirituality, you see. Go to a temple and silently empty your mind just to move around the deity pradakshina. Within 3-4 pradakshinas, you come to a awareness. So many people have come and uttered these, their own stotras or this, that, they go on telling, sometimes mantras, they go on telling. But it is meant and indicating, always pointing out to one reality, the particular aspect of God. Suppose I am worshipper of Shiva, then I will see all aspects of Shiva there while uttering. and suppose it is some Durga or anything, now I get associated deeply into that reality. The heart gets slowly raised to that level of consciousness where we can visualize, and slowly from the other side, depending upon my losing my external awareness, reveals on the other side. The less body I am, the more spiritual is myself, and more greater is the possibility and visibility of the transcendental. In the evening, devotees from Kansuritola, Calcutta arrived. The master danced and sang with them in a state of divine fervor. After dancing, he went into spiritual mood. This is common thing that we see. And said, I shall go part of the way myself. Kishori came forward to massage his feet, but master did not allow anyone to touch him. Ishan arrived. The master was seated, still in a spiritual mood. We don't see him without spiritual mood. What we call the normal state of consciousness is a very high state of consciousness where the world is no more there. He is seeing divine as the world. Every object in the world is divine. He is seeing same thing. He is doing same thing. Now, like a child seeing at its mother. All are seeing at its mother. All are talking to its mother. But child, when it speaks to mother, it is entirely different. What is its view? What is its identity? What is its identity with respect to mother? How he addresses mother is entirely different. The dependence, the love, the intimacy is entirely different from all other people. There also, she may be sister of somebody, daughter of somebody, some old people, they may not be there at all. So much, but how the identity is there, you see. Sri Ramakrishna used to be always in spiritual mood. Normal mood is where there is no world, but he is seeing the divine as the world. After a while, he became engaged in the talk with Ishan. It was Ishan's desire to practice the Purascharana of Gayatri. A Purascharana is number of letters in a mantra to be repeated so many lakhs. Suppose Om Namah Shivaya Panchakshari. This is, you have to do 5. Each letter Om Namah Shivaya. It is Panchakshari without Onkara. Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya 6. Now 6 lakhs times if you do the japa of that particular mantra, it is called one Purascharana. So the whole number. Now when it comes to Rama, 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 I can go on repeating. Rama has only 2 syllables. I have to do 2 lakhs of Ramanama japa. Suppose it comes to Gayatri mantra, there are 24 letters. 24 letters, 24 times I have to do the japa, 1 lakh. 1 lakh done per letter. 24 letters are 24 lakh. 24 lakh times if you do Gayatri mantra, it becomes 1 Purascharana. So Purascharana, somebody wants to make Purascharana. Ishan desire to practice Purascharana of the Gayatri, Master to Ishan. Follow your own intuition. Intuition is what projects from the depths of the mind is free from reasoning and logic. For everything we use logic and reasoning. But here, when the logic and reasoning drops away from the mind and intellect, the intuition appears. Intuitive is independent of body and mind, independent of intellect and feelings. The knowledge is coming up. Some messages are coming up. Some instructions are coming up. This is called intuition. I want to solve some problem. I am always accustomed to depend on the Lord for everything. Oh Lord, help me, I am helpless. I don't know anything. I depend upon you all the time. I pray to you. I am in constant tune with it. When the problems comes, I go to the Lord. Oh, this is my problem. Please solve it. And God intuitively gives that knowledge how to solve that problem. Samasya, how to give the samadhana for that, it comes from within. This inward projection of ideas and understanding, instructions and which we follow is called the intuition. The inner talk as if independent of my participation is intuition. What intuition you are getting, follow it. Intuitively he is taking the decision that I want to do Purascharana. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.